Welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser. Today we've got a real gem for you, the 1999 D Roosevelt dime from the United States Mint. That's right, the dime minted in 1999 at the Denver Mint, with the D Mint mark. This little 10-cent coin may still be small in face value, but it carries a story, a history, and yes, potential buying and selling opportunities you'll want to hear about. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video you'll know why you should watch for one of these in circulation, what to look at when buying or selling, how to spot value, and what the current market is doing. Let's dive into the history of the Roosevelt Dime series and how our 1999 D fits in. The Roosevelt Dime was first introduced in 1946, replacing the winged Liberty Head dime. It was designed by John R. Sinek, and it was released as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had died in 1945 and was well known for his leadership and also for establishing the March of Dimes. The dime's obverse features Roosevelt facing right, the reverse features a torch, olive branch and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Fast forward to 1999, the United States was in the final months of the 20th century, and the Denver Mint struck the coin in large numbers. The 1999 D Roosevelt dime is composed of the standard clad composition used since 1965, an outer layer of 75% copper, 25% nickel bonded to a core that is pure copper. The diameter is 17.90 millimeters and the weight about 2.27 grams. The mintage for the 1999 D issue was approximately 1,397,750,000 coins. Why so many? Because dimes are everyday circulation coins, and in the late 1990s they were minted in huge quantities for commerce.in terms of design. Since the Roosevelt dime was well established and popular, the 1999 D is not a key date in the sense of being extremely rare, but it still carries what collectors call full bands, FB, varieties, or special era coins which can offer premium value. The bands are the horizontal lines across the torch on the reverse. When these are fully and sharply struck, the coin is considered full bands and is more desirable. Because the 1999 D Roosevelt dime was minted in large numbers and is a standard circulation coin, most examples in everyday circulation are common and worth face value, which is 10 cents. That means if you find one in your pocket change, odds are it's just worth the 10-cent face value. Cointracker's estimates average circulated condition at about 10 cents. Even for uncirculated but typical mint state coins, the value remains modest. For the 1999 D, USA Coin Book shows estimated value of at least $2.47 in uncirculated, MS Plus, condition. So in everyday money, this coin is common, meaning you can buy it, hold it, or just find it, but it's not automatically a high-value coin unless it meets special criteria. Now here's where things get interesting. What makes one 1999 D dime worth 10 cents and another worth hundreds or even thousands? That's what we call the buy and sell tipping points. Consider the following factors. A coin in mint state condition, meaning it shows no wear, has full mint luster and sharp detail, will command higher value than one that has been circulated. For example, PCGS lists the 1999 D regular strike with record auction of $1,800 for an MS69 FB example. Even for more modest minted coins going from circulated to uncirculated MS60 Plus may raise value from 10 cents to a few dollars or more. As mentioned, when the bands across the torch are fully separated and sharply struck, collectors prize the coin. If you buy one of the 1999 D with full bands in high grade, you're buying a premium subset. Graysheet notes that FB examples command substantial premiums. Era coins, special minting varieties, this is where big value can suddenly appear. For the 1999 D dime, There are extreme examples, e.g., broad struck on cent planchet era where a dime was struck on a wrong planchet gives a wildly rare variety whose colors and rarity push value into thousands. So if you're grabbing a 1999 D dime and it shows weird characteristics, off-center, clipped, wrong planchet, missing clad layer, then you might have something special. While the 1999 D is common, some coins from the same year but different mint or proof versions might be scarcer. So always check mint mark, composition, any special finish, and certification if graded. Market trends and collector demand values can fluctuate depending on the coin market, condition, eye appeal, and collector interest in that year/mint/series. So when buying or selling, you must watch current demand. Therefore, why you should buy a 1999 D Roosevelt dime now. If you're a new collector, it's inexpensive and you can obtain one easily and learn coin collecting basics if you search for one with full bands and high grade. You may get a decent moderate value coin with upside. If you happen to find a coin with a mint error or unique variety, you could profit significantly. Why you might sell such a coin? If you have a higher grade MS version with full bands or an error variety, it can be a good time to sell if market demand is strong. If you're holding just a common circulated version and your goal is to upgrade to something rarer, you may liquidate the common one and move into a more collectible coin. Buy-sell tips: always inspect for full bands on the reverse. Look at the torch's horizontal bands and ensure they're fully separated and crisp. Check if coin's surface is uncirculated. Nowhere on the high points Roosevelt's hair, cheekbone, torch details. Consider having the coin professionally graded if you believe it's a high grade or error type. A certified coin sells better. When selling, provide high-quality photos of obverse and reverse, show mint mark, show condition, mention full bands or error status. When buying, negotiate based on grade and pop statistics. Higher grade means fewer coins, higher premium. Avoid overpaying for a common circulated coin just because of the date. Remember, the common baseline is still around face value to a few dollars unless premium factors apply. So what is the current market value of the 1999 D Roosevelt dime? Let's summarize. In average circulated condition, the value is around 10 cents, essentially face value. In uncirculated mint state condition without any special error/variety, the value may start around $2 to $3 or slightly more. For example, USA Coin Book, $2.47 for MS Plus condition. In high-grade MS60, MS65 Plus with full bands ***, the value can be higher, perhaps a few dollars to tens of dollars, depending on condition, eye appeal and market. In extreme error rare variety cases, for example wrong planchet, broad strike, missing clad layer, the value jumps significantly. Examples of 1999 D dime on a cent planchet went into the thousands of dollars. Record auction for a regular strike 1999 D dime, no special error. In MS69 FB realized $1,800 USD. Now converting to Pakistani rupees just as context for you. In Islamabad, Pakistan, depending on exchange rate, say USD 280 PKR, approximate, $2 is 560 PKR, $10 2800 PKR, $100 28,000 PKR. $1,000 USD 280,000 PKR. So if you find a true error variety that sells for say $1,000 USD, that is roughly 280,000 PKR. Bottom line, current worth for most 1999 D Roosevelt dimes you'll encounter in circulation, you're looking at face value. But if you have one in uncirculated MS condition with full bands, maybe a few dollars. And if you have an error variety with rarity potential for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about the buy and sell window for the 1999 D dime. Buying if you're just getting into collecting. Buying a 1999 D dime is low risk and low cost. You can buy one for face value or just a little above. That gives you an affordable piece of American coinage history. But if you want to buy smart, aim for an uncirculated coin, MS grade, look for full bands on the reverse, inspect for no wear, clean appearance, strong strike. If you spot a coin with strange features, missing clad layer, off-center strike, wrong planchet, etc., it might be worth submitting for grading, because era coins command much higher value. Selling: if you hold a 1999 D dime that is just a common circulated coin, you might not get more than face value plus a small premium if someone is just buying a set or wants one for completeness. But if you have the coin in high mint state, or with full bands, or especially an era variety, you should market it to collectors, show full details, consider grading, set realistic expectations, and watch for buyer demand. For example, you might list in a coin auction site, provide images, mention grade, full bands, certification if any, and set your price accordingly. If the coin is certified MS65 plus and full bands, you might anchor your price in the range of $5 to $20, or more, depending on condition and demand. If it is truly an era rarity, you could push into hundreds or thousands. Selling tip: be transparent about coin condition. Any cleaning done, provide clear photos of obverse and reverse, show mint mark, D, confirm if full bands designation is visible, and if graded by PCGS/NGC, mention certificate number. Buying tip: ask the seller for proof of grade. If graded, zoom in on the full bands evidence. If listing is ungraded but appears high grade, compare photos to reference coins. Avoid coins that appear worn but are being marketed as high value. Always compare price to baseline value. If you're being asked $50 for a common circulated 1999 D dime with no special features, that would be overpriced. When to hold versus when to sell: if the coin is a common example in average condition, buying more or holding may not improve value significantly unless you upgrade to a stronger specimen. If the coin is high grade or era variety, you might hold until market demand peaks or you get the right buyer. Watch coin market trends, auction results for similar coins, and make your decision. So, recapping, the 1999 D Roosevelt dime is a widely minted, common circulation U.S. coin with a face value of 10 cents. Most examples are worth only face value in typical condition. But if you find one in uncirculated condition with full bands, or even more so if you find an error or very rare variety, you might have something worth significantly more. Buying smart means checking condition, full bands, and mint mark. Selling smart means pricing realistically, being transparent, and targeting collectors. If you like this video and found value in it, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss future coin collecting treasure hunts. Also leave a comment below. If you have a 1999 D dime, tell us what condition it's in. Maybe you've got a full bands or an error and don't yet know it. I'll drop a tip in the comments on how to check full bands. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp out there, keep hunting those coins, and the next treasure might just be right in your pocket. Coin collectors and history lovers, you've just landed on the best place for rare coin discoveries, unbelievable values, and hidden treasures right from your pocket change. In today's video, we are diving deep into the world of modern numismatics as we explore the mysterious and surprisingly valuable Liberty One dime from the year 1999 D. This is not just any coin. This could be a tiny treasure hiding in your collection, or even in your coin jar. So stay tuned till the end to uncover the history, the big worth in circulation, and how much this coin is selling for in today's market. Let's start by understanding what exactly the 1999 D Liberty One dime is. This coin is part of the Roosevelt Dime series, a series that began in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. The D mint mark you see on the 1999 dime means it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major mints in the United States. The full official name of this coin is the 1999 D Roosevelt dime, but collectors often refer to it simply as the Liberty One dime due to the word Liberty boldly engraved on the front side. Now, let's take a close look at the design of the 1999 D dime. On the obverse, or the front side, you'll find the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. The word Liberty is engraved to the left of Roosevelt's profile. The motto, "In God We Trust," sits just below his neck, and the year 1999 appears to the right next to the Denver Mint D marked out on the reverse side. The coin shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, three pillars of American ideals. This design has remained consistent for decades, giving it a strong place in U.S. coinage history. Let's talk numbers. In 1999, the Denver Mint produced a staggering 1,306,400,000 Roosevelt dimes. Yes, that's over 1.3 billion coins. This high mintage number means that the 1999 D dime is not considered rare in regular circulated condition. It was a time of economic growth, Y2K panic, and coin demand was high for everyday transactions. But don't be fooled by the high mintage. Because here's where things get interesting. Not all 1999 D dimes are equal. Some were struck with errors, some in uncirculated or proofed condition, and others with full bands on the reverse torch design, which drastically increases their value to collectors. Now let's get into the real treasure hunt. What makes certain 1999 D dimes extremely valuable? Full torch or full bands? FB, if your 1999 D dime has strong, clear lines across the torch on the reverse, it could be classified as full bands. A highly collectible condition. These can sell for $15 to $50, and sometimes more depending on the grade. Uncirculated, MS65 to MS68 if your coin is in mint state condition, with no scratches, no circulation wear, and sharp details, it can fetch up to $100 or more, especially if graded by PCGS or NGC. Error coins, watch out for double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or missing clad layers. Some of these rare errors have sold for $150 to $500 or more, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. So, what is the 1999 D Liberty One dime worth in today's market in 2025? Here's a breakdown of the current average values. Circulated condition, 10 cents to 25 cents. Brilliant uncirculated, BU around $1 to $3. MS65 graded, around $15 to $40. MS67 or higher, $100 to $200. Full bands FB, MS67 or above, can reach $300 plus. Major error coins, between $100 to $500, some rare examples even higher. On eBay and coin auction websites, collectors are constantly searching for high-grade and error examples. Some PCGS graded 1999 D dimes have sold for over $400, especially when they exhibit pristine condition and sharp strike quality. Now here's a quick guide on how you can check your own 1999 D Liberty dime. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to examine the torch lines for full bands. Look closely at the date, mint mark, and edges for signs of doubling or striking errors. If the coin looks almost new with no scratches or discoloration, consider submitting it for professional grading. Visit sites like PCGS.com, NGCcoin.com, or auction platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions to compare values. So, while the 1999 D Liberty One dime might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, it holds a world of value and history. Whether you're a casual collector, a beginner, or a die-hard numismatist, keep your eyes open. Your next big coin treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and values, Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on valuable coin updates. Let us know in the comments if you have a 1999 D dime or any other rare coins you'd like us to cover. Thanks for watching, and as always, welcome to my channel, Coin Purchaser, coin lovers and history hunters. If you're passionate about coins, rare finds, and hidden treasures sitting right in your pocket, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of a tiny yet powerful piece of American history, the 1999 D Liberty 1 dime. Don't underestimate its size. This coin holds incredible value, both historically and financially. Stick around as we uncover the truth behind its origin, mintage, rare errors, and how much it could be worth in today's market. So grab your coin jar, and let's find out if you've been holding on to a small fortune all this time. The Liberty 1 dime we're exploring today is officially known as the 1999 D Roosevelt dime. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary locations in the U.S. where coins are struck. This coin features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. His image has been on the dime since 1946, just a year after his passing. It was a tribute to his leadership and his fight against polio, a disease he battled throughout his life. The dime was chosen for this honor because of his association with the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio. Now, fast forward to 1999, a significant year in the numismatic world. This was a time when coin collecting was gaining popularity, and the U.S. Mint was on the verge of launching the 50 State Quarters program. But amid the excitement, the classic Roosevelt dime continued its silent journey through American hands and wallets. Let's talk numbers. In 1999, the Denver Mint produced a massive 1,358,620,000 dimes, over 1.3 billion coins. That's right. The 1999 D dime is not considered rare based on mintage alone. But as every collector knows, rarity is only part of the equation. Condition, errors, and demand all play a role in a coin's value. Even with that huge production, only a small fraction remain today in uncirculated or mint state condition. The majority were used, worn, or lost, making high-grade examples quite valuable. The front, or obverse, features Roosevelt's portrait with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 1999 along with the D mint mark just above the date. The back, or reverse, shows a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, the core American values. Now to the part you've been waiting for. How much is the 1999 D Liberty 1 dime worth today? If you have a circulated dime, the kind you find in your pocket or change, its value is typically 10 cents, maybe a bit more if it's in good shape. However, for collectors, it's all about mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher. Here's the breakdown. Circulated coins, 10 cents to 50 cents uncirculated. MS60, MS64, $1 to $3. MS65, gem condition, $5 to $10. MS67 or higher, $30 to $100 plus full bands designation, sharp strike on the reverse torch. Coins with clear, distinct torch lines can sell for even more, up to $150 to $250 depending on condition. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Some era coins from 1999 D are highly sought after. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, missing clad layers. These era coins can bring in $50 to several $100s, with rare cases reaching over $1,000 if authenticated and graded professionally. If you want to check whether your 1999 D dime is worth more than face value, here's what to look for: mint condition, minimal wear, full details, full torch bands, strong reverse designer indicators. Look for odd shapes, doubling, or missing elements. Professional grading. If your coin looks perfect, get it graded by services like PCGS or NGC. So there you have it. The full story of the 1999 D Liberty 1 dime. It may look like just another piece of change, but in the world of coin collecting, every detail counts. A common coin in your pocket could turn out to be a hidden treasure worth hundreds. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video about coin history, rare finds, and top market values. Drop a comment below and tell us, do you have a 1999 D dime in your collection? Maybe, just maybe, you're sitting on a small fortune and don't even know it. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep discovering history, one coin at a time.